Dude, it's so cold out. I don't know what I'm doing with these. It is so freaking cold out right now. We got a couple inches of snow here. The last couple days. I need to find my cigarettes. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. How's everybody doing? Crazy nurse Granite in the house. There's my cigarettes. Oh my God. I gotta show you guys something. Okay. This is like one of the most awesome things I've ever gotten in my life. Hold on. Of course, my husband has to put the goddamn mail. I just want to show this to you guys. I forgot to show you guys another gift that I got from a friend. Maybe I'll show you guys that too. Hold on a second. Why did my husband pile the mail right in the middle? Hey, hey, hey. Thank you, One Smart Cookie. I just got out of the shower, so I blew my hair out, which I don't do every day because I don't want to fry it more than it already is fried. Okay. Let me set you guys down, okay? Hold on a second. These freaking things so dirty. Okay. So, check this out. This was sent to me. I don't know if the person wants to, once we put their name, but check this out, okay? Black mug, right? Hold on. How's everybody doing today? I know we're all, recovering from Onigate. Oh, crazy past couple of days. Hi, Christine. Non-Loso. D. Nikki, 60. Ready? All right, hold on. I'm just waiting for my water to get nice and hot. Oh my God, that was terrible. I'm getting over a, hey, Puss in Boots, Pearls of Wisdom. I'm getting over a sinus infection, so I'm not, I feel a little better today, finally. Okay. So, all right, let's just check this out because this is so cool. Hold on. Is it a pic of a naked guy? No. No thanks. No thanks. I hope my water is hot enough. Oh, it is. It's turning. Hold on. This is like the coolest thing I've ever seen. You guys are... There we go. Oh, who's that? That's me and my mom. Oh, that's my mom. That's my mom and my son. And me and my mom. Like, how cool is this? Come on. And it says, what does it say? Forever in my heart. The person who bought this for me is a good friend of mine that I met on here. And, like, I'm so grateful for this. It's so cool. And I have to ask her for the link. I don't know if she wants me to say who it is. I'm not going to say. It was a nice thing that she did. So it was Purple Rain, my good friend. So I had to ask her. I should have texted her before this live. I totally forgot. If she wants to share the link in case anybody else is looking for, something like this. Because I think it was on Amazon, so I could add it to my Amazon store. But I was like, dude, this is so awesome. I mean, first of all, I love coffee. And I always need mugs because I go through mugs like crazy. But, I mean, just the thought, behind it, I think it's so cute. And she didn't know that it turned colors, but that's just an added bonus. I pulled it out because she had told me she sent me something. And I was like, why are you sending me stuff? Don't send me anything, I'm very weird about getting, like, gifts and stuff from people. God, my eyes are still swollen. Oh, Shutterfly, yeah. But, I'm weird about getting gifts and stuff. I don't know. I don't feel like, I feel weird. But it was really nice of her. And what was I gonna say? Oh, and I was like, what is this? Like a black mug? You know what I honestly thought it was? I thought it was like a chalkboard that you could like draw on. And I was like, oh, this is cool, you know? And then I remembered she said it was personalized. So I'm like, that's so weird. I'm like, she's gonna be pissed. Like it came black, like a black chalkboard. And then all of a sudden I like faintly saw the picture and I was like, wait a second. So I put hot water in it and there you go. I mean, that's pretty fucking cool, right? I'd be interested. See, you mean girl? That would be cool, your mean girl. Your dad passed, right? I remember watching your channel. Shit. I'm pretty sure it was yours. And there was like you had some story about like a rubber ball or something. Something that came down the steps after your dad passed. So, yeah, I was so excited. So, I'm afraid to put it in the dishwasher, though. They didn't really put any dishwasher instructions, so I think I'm just going to hand wash it when I use it. But it's so cool. I was like, that's so awesome. So, anyway, I just had to put that out there. And I also got another awesome gift from my friend Ems. I got to find that one. I put it on one of my bags. Ems, I'll post that in, I think I'll have to post that in my community section because I'm not even sure where I put my bag right now. And there's snow on my car. It might be in my car and I'm not going in there right now. But yeah, for sure I hand wash, right? I feel like the dishwasher will like, I used to actually make like sublimation, it's called, which is what that probably is. And you know, you really shouldn't put the stuff in the dishwasher. Holy shit, man, my eyes look so bad right now. I was like dying this week. I got the worst sinus infection. It was like to the point where like if I lean my head forward, well, not even if I lean my head forward, like I was feeling pain in my face, which I've never, ever, ever got before. So yeah, I'm definitely hand washing it. I don't want to. The whole thing is that yeah, I could hand wash it and try to keep it nice, but my husband, he's the one you gotta watch out for because he's the one who like doesn't think sometimes because he's a man. So we'll see. But anyway, how is everybody doing today, and how is everybody feeling in the aftermath of Onigate? Oh my God, my brain is spinning. It's just so like, my wheels are turning, but I'm so confused. I just don't know why this guy would do this to me or to Marianne. If he did it to me, which I think it's, safe enough to say that he probably is the person responsible. I have a cracked upper molar that is hurting my face. Oh no, Paige, I've been there. Trust me, my teeth are fucked. In fact, I have two. I have I got approved for some work that I need done. I keep putting it off. Like I need a lot of dental work done. But anyway, yeah, he's a sick man. Is he the one who called Stephanie? Like I don't know. I mean, he called on Marianne, and I think it's probably safe to say that he did, but like I don't know for sure. I have to try to get my call, and I'm gonna work on that. Yeah, Michelle Maria. Okay, I think never mind. But anyway, Odie I don't know what else to call it. D. Nikki, my husband likes them too. I'm terrified of the dentist, like terrified. Like I cry and go into panic attacks. I think I had a bad experience when I was younger. From this point forward, anything who has anything to do with him gets what they deserve. Black Eagle, 100%. Anybody that's talking to him, I was just listening to Science Girl a little bit, and then I turned it off. But she was saying about like his Social Security, and like I don't know, that's not my business. It's none of my business what this guy does, how he makes money. Thank you, Sarah. If he scams the government, if he doesn't, like it's not my business, and I would never, listen, like he needs to eat even if he's a piece of shit to us. So like, something like that, I don't care about. But um, it is exhausting, Remy. I don't think there is a hashtag I could think of to put there that would bring the situation any justice. Yeah. It's just very, very confusing. I walked out more than once, hold on, from the chair. Oh, Harley, yeah. Oh, it's so bad. Yeah, my mom used to come with me to all my appointments, so you can imagine. Hey, figure skating coach. It's been a lot more traumatizing now. I mean, like, she still came with me as an adult. That's how much of a baby I am. Because I was embarrassed to, like, cry in front of my husband. Yeah, Oni Gate. Fell Oni. He was taking money for his candles and not sending the products. Was he doing that? I don't know. Yeah, Black Eagle, you can always get the fucking you want to know what happened last time when they gave me the sweeter? I bugged out. I don't know why. I got like anxiety from it. And I was like, no. I started freaking out. I started thinking all these weird things in my head, like my brain was gonna I don't know. I'm weird. But anyway, sorry for you all. I know I was in your chat when it happened to you last year. Thank you, Ibra. I don't know. I don't know if he did. I think we could all assume that he did though. And it's just it's fucking horrible, man. I just sit here and I'm like, wow, I really like didn't, it's kind of scary to think that like I completely overlooked him, and here this guy was, secretly fucking hating on me, and I didn't know. I had no idea he felt that, hateful towards me, that he would, do something like that to me. Like, that's just to my family. I don't care what you do to me, but my son and my husband are fucking innocent. You know what I'm saying? Like, they did not do anything to deserve this shit. So the fact that somebody pulled my family into it, and thank God, it wasn't a big deal and nothing happened. But the fact that you woke my son up, a 6-year-old kid, on a fucking school night, there's something wrong with you, dude. Like, don't you think of other people? Like, I don't know. You woke my son and my husband, who busts his fucking ass so I don't have to work. And so my son and I could have food and a house, over our heads. Like, you don't think of anybody but yourself? This YouTube drama was worth waking my husband up at fucking 2 o'clock in the morning for? Like, come on, dude. I don't get it. Oh, I remember Lupus Warrior, that name. Right, figure skating coach. Someone could have got killed. I'm saying, though, like, thank God that didn't happen. But you still disrupted my life. Like, for what? Like, why my family's life? Why did you disrupt my family? Like, if you want to fuck with me, that's one thing. But why does my family need to be involved in it? Oh, my husband was fucking pissed. And rightfully so. I was pissed. I was pissed at myself. But you didn't do anything. He's to blame. That's it. I've always said another mother wouldn't have done this. I don't know. He doesn't have kids. Maybe he doesn't understand, My son slept in my bed. He actually was sleeping in my bed because, I don't tell everybody this, but my son was having trouble sleeping because after my mom passed away and all this shit that we went through, my house was constantly up in arms and he was having bad dreams. He had already experienced the cops coming one time with my brother. And now, like, kids, yeah, they're resilient, but my son was already having trouble being scared to sleep by himself. That didn't fucking help anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, you don't know what's going on in people's lives. You don't know what it's like to be a parent of a kid who just lost his fucking grandmother. That was in his everyday fucking life. And now you do that to him? You're a piece of shit. Like, I'm sorry. Can I have bread and water? Sure. Go for it. Anyway, that's why it just pisses me off, because, like, I don't care what you do to me, but do not fuck with my family. Like, that's where we're gonna have issues. Seriously. He needs to be held accountable for what he did. The FBI should be told. Hold on. May your kid and husband you find peace. Bottom line, he did it because of and B-Fergs, yes, I 100% agree with that. And, you know, until somebody can prove me otherwise, you know, I'm gonna feel that way. So there will be no apologies. I never blamed her for the call, because obviously she didn't make the call herself. But do I think that these two people were in cahoots with one another? Fuck yeah, I do. Fuck yeah. They were doing, you know, there was a series of things that happened. And at this point, I feel like I need to make a video, because, like, some people either just forgot or they want, you know, selective amnesia. I don't know what it is, but there was a series of things that happened in the weeks leading up to that make me feel the way I feel. I was thinking about this earlier. And the fact that Marianne, like, there's no connection between Oni and Marianne, and there's no reason for him to do this, in my mind, to her. There was no reason for her to just, you know, for him to just rant. Like, there was no connection there, except that one person fucking hated her at that time. So I vividly remember that time, because it was when I first began watching YouTube. Like, I do too, Paige. I remember the things that happened to me. Yeah, John, they want us to forget 100%. I mean, you know, and I'm sorry, that's the way I feel, because, like, I'm not just pulling this shit out of my ass because I feel like feeling this way. It's like things happen that makes me feel this way. Doesn't the sky look pretty fucking cool right now? To be honest, it looks fucking awesome. I kind of want to screenshot that. So, I mean, hey, you know. Oh, B-Fergs, it was your birthday? Wait a second. Oh my God. Marion's call was to throw you off yours. Can't you just FOIA request the call? Why do you need attorney? Puffy woo? I don't know. You have to ask New York State. I have to get a court subpoena. I can't. They will not. I did two. It's called a FOIL request here. New York's the only state that uses that terminology. And you cannot get them. It's in my community page. I put the letter, and it states why, and how I would have to go about it. So never forget that what Tyler Barris did. He got 20 years for swatting. Wow. Figure skating coach. There was because he trolled them himself and then tried to play a sick manipulation. The dish with Lish. What do you call it? You know, I was thinking about this before too, and if I'm wrong, and if I was wrong, you know, I owe Amanda L an apology, because, you know, I was like, all right, if he was I know he looked at my information up, and that's how people got, you know, pictures of my kitchen from my Pinterest account, and somebody commented about, you know, my blue countertops, which I don't have blue countertops anymore. They're black marble, but or granite rather. But he gave my information out, and a few days prior to the calls, somebody had come on my videos, and at least 10 of them, and they copied and pasted the same exact comment over and over again. And it was a comment doxing, you know, information on my channel. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Ems, I know, kitchen photos. Mine were on Pinterest. I had a picture of my before and after because we painted my cabinets. Like, I had blue countertops when I first moved in the house, and we redid my kitchen entirely in 2015. But somebody who's renting a fucking house and doesn't even own a house is gonna talk shit about my blue countertops that I own, that are mine. And I actually fucking made my kitchen look cool, and I put the pictures on Pinterest. So, but now I'm like thinking in my head, well, maybe he's the one who is doxing the information on my videos, and it wasn't Amanda, Lynn. And if that's the case, I owe her an apology. I do think Laura was used to, I think Laura was taken advantage of. I think they took advantage of the situation that we had just fell out with her, and everything was just right. Hey, Robbie, thank you. Oh, B Fergs, I did not know it was your birthday. I'm so sorry. Happy birthday. I'm not singing because I have a horrible singing voice, but happy birthday. Well, here, hold on. You could blow the candle out. I'll blow a candle out for you. Why do people think they have the right to know where people live? Jamie, I don't know. I don't know why they feel like that. And it's pretty sick when people use your personal information against you. It's sick. It's a sick fucking thing. You're 50 in March 2020. Being there, you're Pisces or Aries. Because I'm a March baby too. I'm a Pisces. Narcs are extremely thin-skinned and perceive the slightest comment as an assault that will be paid back to the max. MGO was offended by how many? Oh my God, yeah, I know. Good question. Everybody, oh hey, Pisces in the house. Everybody wish B Fergs a happy birthday for us. She blew at the screen like a nut. I didn't know it was your birthday today. You're a Capricorn like my son. So, it's just sick to hold on a second. I think the problem is releasing the info from means that exactly, Em's right. Listen, curiosity, I was curious about, somebody, and I looked there. I didn't know who I was looking up when I looked them up, because the person was just a screen name at that point in time. I didn't know he was married to, anybody that was on YouTube or anything like that. Yeah, okay, that's fine. But I didn't share anything maliciously. I didn't try to use it against them. It's different. And I've heard other people bringing it up, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I looked up somebody's information, but I wasn't using it for, to hurt them or to do anything mean with it at all. And this was way before any cop calls or doxing or anything was even a fucking thing in this community. So I didn't know, now I wouldn't, I would be very careful about doing something like that. So I'm getting Marissa Tomei. Oh, Robbie, my cousin Vinny. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just, I picture him just sitting there in his house, and I'm like, I went back last night and I watched Laura's live from the night that Marianne was swatted. And there was this whole conversation, well, I won't call it a conversation because we know when certain people are on panels, it's all one-sided and they don't give other people a chance to talk. But, they were trying to, convince everybody that, I did this to myself because, I wanted views and and thank God people in this community are smart enough to know that that's not the case. Because, I think I've proven myself that I'm not about that kind of shit. Sure, yeah, I like having, views on my videos and stuff, but your biological clock is ticking. I just saw that part the other day. That's kind of funny you said that. But you know what I'm saying? it's just, why would you even be convinced? Like, why would I do that to myself? And this person's trying to convince everybody that I was doing it to myself. And then Oni comes on. This is the sick part, okay? This motherfucker comes on the panel, on Laura's panel, and he starts talking about how, whoops, I have you guys leaned up on my toaster oven. Like he's like advocating for like victims who have been swatted. Like, and I'm like, this sick motherfucker is talking about this knowing that he's calling on Marianne like that same night. And I just couldn't believe what I was hearing. I couldn't believe it. And I'm like, why is he even on Laura's panel that night? Who invited him up there? He never went on her panel. And when he did, he never stayed long. There was one other time he was on her panel because he helped her set Zoom up, okay? And John was there, and me, and maybe Brian. I'm not sure. I think Brian was there. And Oni stayed on for like 2 minutes. Like he didn't have any interest in hanging out with us because what do we have to offer him? I don't have anything to offer him. Exactly, Elle. Exactly. It was all an alibi. Alexis P in the house. You know, so it's crazy. It's like, hold on. Ah! Oh my God. I don't know if I just, oh, okay. It's like the reporter who murdered people for his news show. Exactly, Paige. Right. Then he does that fucking video with Duty Ron. How could you even, like, knowing you did that, reach out to that guy? Because Duty Ron is somebody with integrity and, like, a respectable guy. How do you reach out to him and involve him in this shit with a clear conscience? Like, how did you come on a panel and after that and smile to, you know, and be nice to me? But one thing, and I don't know if I mentioned this last night, I keep going back in my head to this conversation with Ems. And more specifically, I go back to the reason I had the conversation with him and Ems. And it was specifically to, and I have, you know, I have a screenshot of this. Like, it was specifically to come clean about something to me. So what was, like, maybe he was going to come clean about this shit. And, you know, I don't know. Who will he out? Lily, I don't know, you know. I don't know if he'll even show his face again around here. It would be pretty brazen of him to do so. You know, it's like, he can come clean because I don't want to, if I have to go through an attorney, you know, I don't know. Like, now I feel like I have to know. Does anyone know if he will be punished by law? Alexis, I honestly don't know because I don't know what the laws are. But I do think that everybody who's been a victim needs to get together and figure that out, you know? Being master because I talked to everybody now. I hope hold on a second. There hasn't been no being there. Never. I don't judge. You know, I'm not going to judge you based on that. Please don't think that. You know, I just going to tell you, like I tell everybody else, be careful, okay? Because I don't think certain people have their intentions are in the right place. Everyone who is, hold on, swatted should be united right now. Facts only, if nothing at all. Exactly. Marianne town has a cyber unit. So they're taking it very seriously. Well, Jamie, I don't know how seriously they are taking it because why did she have to sit here for so long? I said this last night and I think she took it the wrong way. I wasn't like blaming her. I'm saying why didn't her town let her know? Like, I don't know. She heard the call. I mean, I don't know. A lot of people are saying they would have known it was Oni. To be honest with you, I don't know if I would have known it was him. I didn't watch him enough, you know? Like, people that were friends with him, yeah, they might have known. I didn't really watch his channel enough. And with the, I do remember her after she heard the call, she was like, I don't know, it's so weird. There was like this weird accent, and I don't know. I don't know. Hold on, let me see. The pure hatred being flung anyone's way who is rightfully questioning if others are involved. Yeah, exactly, John. Right. I agree. I agree. You know, Stephanie Brown left a comment on my video from last night, and I was kind of like, I understand what she's saying. She's like, you know, it's only, he's the one who picked up the phone, and he's the one who made the call, and so he's the one who's responsible. And she's 100% right, you know? At the end of the day, he's the come decorate my home for me. You would, I don't know if you want that, man. You might end up with fucking baby chairs on your wall. Anyway, he's the one who is responsible 100%. He made the phone calls. But for me personally, it just doesn't sit right with me, because I don't think I have a right to wonder and speculate, especially given the things that I experienced and I went through in the weeks leading up to, and then during, and then after. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, but I have to think, you know, that it's just weird to me, because I don't think there's a motive for this guy to do this to me on his own. I just don't. I never did anything to him. I know he told people I struck his channel, which is weird, because no, he struck my channel, and I showed proof of it on a video that I have. But I never did anything, like, personally to him. So for him to do something like that, like, to me, if you're gonna do something like that, you have to really fucking hate somebody to do something like that. Thank you, Willie Woolworth. So, you know, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not blaming other people. He's responsible at the end of the day, because he's the one who picked the phone up. But I'm not comfortable with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not comfortable with him being the end-all be-all and the answer. I don't know. It just doesn't sit right with me. Sometimes people who are violating terms, hold on, need a strike justice, my friends. But see, Robbie, that's the thing. I wasn't, like, I literally used maybe like 2 minutes of the video. I don't even think it was that much of his. And, you know, this was an effort between two people. You know, they did it at the same exact time. And I know that the one person who sent that strike to me, she wouldn't have known to even probably do that. Like, it was probably him who told her, oh, you could strike her channel and take it down, which means that there was a conversation about taking my channel down. And there was conversations on lives about taking my channel down. And there was conversations about not liking me. There was comments sent. There was a video made about me that I don't think she, you know, had the editing skills to make. I think, you know, I found out some more information about that, and she played a role in it. I'll put it that way. So in some of the things that were on those videos, she had sent those things to people. And a person warned me back then that the person who sent them this is out to get you. And I didn't ask at the time, because I didn't feel like the person would have given me the answer. But I got the answer now, who did it. And, you know, it's just, there's too many things. There's just too many things. So, hey, mac and cheese. Thank you being there. Jays for Justice says she knew about Mandy Bell later, but Jay was still grieving and didn't care for Mandy at that point. And you know what? I'm not going to hold that against her. You know, there was also a theory that Jay was behind it because I was friends with Kay, or I was a mod for Kay. I was never a mod for Kay. Marianne was. And now, you know, I don't even know how that even happened, to be honest with you, because I was like, even when it happened, I was thinking, shit, I've been friends with you for like how long, and you give Marianne a wrench? Like, they weren't that close. They didn't talk. But I don't think Jay would have targeted me for being friends with Kay, because, like, there's probably way more people on her list. I didn't get involved in their shit, like, at all. I really didn't get involved in it at all. So I don't think I think if she was gonna go after people in that regard, I think there was probably way more people that she would have gone after before me and Marianne. Like, I just don't think she would have done that to me. Just turn around and help you. D Nikki, I've spoken to Duty Ron before. He's given me advice. I'll put it that way, and I appreciate his advice. But there's only so much he could do. Even he's not a people don't understand this about New York, and I'm just gonna explain this to you guys. New York is huge, okay? The city is a completely separate entity than out where I live. I'm on Long Island, and I'm way out on Long Island, so in Suffolk County. And like, the cops here, they are overpaid. They are totally different than the NYPD, which with Duty Ron was NYPD, which I have a great deal of respect for NYPD. Not that I don't respect the police out here. I'm just saying, like, the NYPD, the shit that they deal with on a daily basis and the things that they see and the money that they make is a lot less than the guys out here who are doing a lot less work. It's just, I have more respect for them in that regard, because these guys work really hard for little pay. Their starting salary is embarrassing for the NYPD. But it's easier to get into. You're not going to get into Suffolk unless you know somebody out here. Hey, Gray Hughes. But I have a great deal of respect for, any cops, but I'm just saying. When I've been out here and I've heard stories, because I have friends who are in the NYPD, and when they get pulled over out here, or if even me, I had PBA cards from the NYPD, which is like, basically a little card you put in your wallet to give to the cop to say, hey, I'm a cop's niece, or I'm a cop's whatever. They don't give a shit if they're NYPD. They're like, oh, nice, your uncle's in NYPD? Good for you. Okay, here's your ticket. Have a nice day. They don't give a shit. So it's completely two separate entities. Look, the same fucking person came in M's chat saying the same thing. I don't know if it was the same name. Asked the witches to come for you. No, she didn't, Crazy Nurse Granny. Oh my God. She's so stupid. But anyway, Gray Hughes is in here, and I just want to say I heard the live the other night, and again, we have to stop putting this on other creators, okay? Gray Hughes, I don't consider Gray Hughes in this community exactly. Gray Hughes, I've known Gray Hughes since 2013 around. I respect Gray Hughes. He's got great content on his channel. He built his channel. I was probably I was probably part of his first, 1,200 subscribers. Okay, back when he did the videos about the Jodi Arias, which I suggest if you guys follow that case, check his videos out, because they're still up. I actually watched them again the other day. And I was like, Gray Hughes, these videos were so good. They were so good. He did full crime scene reenactments. They're amazing. But there was, that guy, the Glare. I don't know him. I don't know much about him. But I just I felt like he was just being aggressive towards Gray Hughes the other day, and I understand that he's concerned, and I appreciate his concern for all of us who've been had the cops called or whatever, but Gray Hughes at the end of the day is a regular person who discusses crime cases, spreads awareness about missing victims, and has theories and stuff like that, but he doesn't have any fucking connections where he could solve the crimes. He's not a police officer. He's not law enforcement. He's a regular dude who just happens to be a very good critical thinker, and who's talented. The Gray Hughes I knew back in the day, and the Gray Hughes that goes live, I didn't even I always used to wonder what Gray Hughes looks like because, or sounds like, because he never, narrated videos. So you can imagine my surprise when I came back to YouTube and I saw Gray Hughes, and I'm like, that's what Gray Hughes looks like? Like, I would never have imagined. He don't look like this. I honestly picture Gray Hughes being this, like, super, super, I don't know, nerdy, like, geeked out person, and he's not. He's kind of cool. He's got a cool side. But it's not his responsibility to fucking solve these things. Could he spread awareness and mention it on his channel? Sure, but what is that going to really do? We know who's doing this. It's a matter of looking within the community. I don't think it's his responsibility. And the guy, Cap whatever, or Cab 7, I don't know him. He seems like a really nice guy. Yeah, Jane, sure, if you give me money. I'm just kidding. And then he's like, don't mess. Who's talking about Gray Hughes? I'm gonna fuck him up. Nenny's very protective of her Gray Hughes. But it's not his job. Like, I felt like they were like, not they, I don't want to say they, but I felt like he was getting yelled at the other day. Like, it was like fucking, Gray Hughes is supposed to solve this crime. It's like, no, dude, Gray Hughes has no power in New York. He's on the other side of the country from me. He's not going to be able to get my cop call. He can't do anything. He don't have any connections out here. So it's, it just wasn't right. And, I heard Gray going at the chat and saying, and I know what Gray's talking about because I've seen it happening where the chat gets, yeah, great. Yeah, exactly. You've only helped in law enforcement recreations. Like, I've seen when the chat gets this mindset and then everybody kind of jumps in and they start repeating things because you do get kind of riled up by the person, who's hosting, which I don't even want to blame Alicia because I feel like she was trying to, like, de-escalate the situation a little bit. But, just don't. You can't put the responsibility on somebody who's completely not involved. Like, it's ridiculous to even think Gray Hughes could do something. And I respect Gray Hughes. Like I said, like I've known Gray Hughes for years. I've known his channel. I've followed him. He does amazing work. He really does. His theories are great. His videos are so detailed, so thorough. But he can't solve a fucking crimes for us. Like, he's not going to stop these swatting calls at the end of the day. And I know Gray Hughes has dealt with his own shit. People coming, pranking him and whatever else. I'm sorry, Gray Hughes. I'm always going to ride for you because we're definitely, like, you're an OG, man. You've been on YouTube for how many years? Cab, 5th time today since 7 SWAT. See, like, do you think Oni is doing that? I don't know. Nobody knows. I don't know the guy Cab. I have never heard of him until the other day on Jay's Live. I'm at work having lots of interruptions. So, what time is it? Okay, I have time. Crazy nurse Granny Lee was just arrested for fake 911 to... Wow! 24,000 calls? Holy shit. I wonder what her phone bill looks like. Jesus Christ. I don't think Gray Hughes could see my apology. Being there, let me scroll back up. I just don't think he's responsible for, I will send you a check later. Glare doesn't yet understand how it is sometimes. I agree with that. That's why I said, and I don't know. Oni is a lost soul. I don't see your apology being there, but yeah, I mean, hello from Denmark. Denmark, hey. How you doing, Denmark? Bonds too. Susan Bonds, right? She's another crime. Like, this isn't the crime community. I don't know why people keep referring to us as the true crime community. I don't fucking do true crime. I like true crime. I follow people that do true crime. There's some of the people here, especially as of late, we're in true crime, but like, most of us are not really in the true crime community. I don't know what community I'm in. I really don't. I'm in a bunch of different ones. Right, our community, there is no such thing as drama. Right, Gray Hughes, like, you don't have drama. You don't discuss drama on your channel. Like, everybody that knows you knows that, you know? You might pop into one of our lives, you know, from time to time to kill time or whatever. But, you know, like, I would never expect you to ever know the details of any of this shit that goes on over in that end of YouTube. You know, first of all, you're a dude, you know? I mean, not for nothing. Even my husband's like, dude, like, any guy that's getting, like, that fucking involved in drama, they need to get a fucking life on YouTube drama. Like, you know, drama is for bitches. It's for girls, for the most part. I know guys get involved, but some guys get too deeply involved. I think a lot of us came here from the crime community, but like then it just turned into something completely crazy and different. And the truth community, I like that. I'll be part of that one. Hey, Chaz. Yeah, Christmas spirit. I have, and I have Christmas stuff everywhere. I'll show you guys when like my house is like nicer, but as you can see back there, we do Christmas big around here. I love Christmas. I love decorating for Christmas. Yeah, the Chris Watts crazy people. Dude, Chris Watts case had made me not even want to follow crime anymore. Like, seriously, that case threw me for just the people. If you didn't say what these people wanted you to say, or if you didn't think the same way as them, I mean, they got vicious. I seen people making death threats. Like, I mean, I've never seen, like, I followed the Jodi Arias case very closely. And there was, you know, you had your occasional crazy people in the community. Gray, I'm sure you're familiar with them. You know, we had our crazies that used to come, you know, defending her, and you know, you're just like, well, what the fuck is wrong with this person? How are you not seeing that this girl's guilty? But, you know, this was different. It was on Facebook. I don't really remember. Well, I guess there was Facebook when the Jodi Arias case happened, but I don't know. Gray works for the defense because he thinks... Yeah, Gray, remember that? That's so funny. I do remember that. I didn't go under Mega Mobster at that time, though, Gray. I had a different screen name. But I looked back and I saw some of my comments under your videos, and I was like, oh my God. Yeah, they were saying Gray was, what were you, a shill or something? You were being paid, like all this crazy weird shit. But it wasn't as bad as the Chris Watts case. Like this case, maybe because it involved children, people were a lot more sensitive about it, which is understandable because it was a horrible thing that happened. I mean, it was disgusting what happened. This is Chaz. I need to get this thing. Make your Christmas tree. Oh, you want to see it? Okay. I'll show you. Gray Hughes, you got to stick around for this, okay? Hold on a second. Check this out. Yeah, I thought I was Martha Stewart the other day, and yeah, that didn't work out. I tried making something and like spent all this money on these supplies to make this like stupid thing, and it didn't come out how I wanted it to. All right, hold on. Oh wait, I didn't show you guys this. Of course, there's like shit everywhere. It's my son. My son comes home and turns this stupid thing on every day. Oh great, you have this guy. All right. Oh, I added some beads. I don't know. I felt like I needed something to like tie it all together. But anyway, so there's our little Santa. Okay. And here's what the tree does. Let me back up here. I'm still not like 100% done decorating, but so we got the color lights. Okay. I don't know though. They're like, some with the LEDs, they're bright, but they don't give off the same glow as like the incandescent lights. So I've been kind of whatever. The draping is perfect. Honestly, it's not. I'm like, so I could fix it. But wait, here's where things, all right. So you could do this. You can make it do this like weird wavy thing, which is, all right, that's kind of cool. Or this, which is like, I don't know, random, right? And then, let's see. The Santa thing is at Target. They actually sell it at, yeah, seizure warning. Here we go. All right, so this is like random blinking. Now this is where shit just gets weird. All right, there's that, which I don't like because like the lights are off for a couple of seconds. And like, who the hell really wants that? That would get annoying. This is the weird one. Who needs this? It's like stacking lights. Do, 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 do. I don't know. It's cool, but it's kind of like, why do I need this at the same time? Like, I don't think I would ever leave this on. Maybe if I was having like a dance party in here or something. I don't know. And then, of course, there's just off. So, but I don't know. I kind of like the white. I kind of like the white. So I've been going with the white. But I really like the tree because it looks so real. Like, you see, it's not like those, I don't know. That ladder just no. Oh yeah, Johnny, he's climbing. He's climbing. He plays music too, but you know, I don't want to get copyright strikes. Just kidding. So he's getting slow in his old age, getting up that ladder. Come on, Santa. Move your fat ass. You want them cookies, don't you? So yeah. The call on himself didn't put any other, right, 100%, Gray. It didn't put anybody else in danger. So now I don't know how to get this stupid thing to stay on just white. So give me a second. Oh, I don't know what it did. Alternating? No. I think I have to press this. I don't know. This remote is like, look, it's 2 buttons with like 100 different options. It's so confusing. You would think it's not. And then look, stupid mommy. Forgot to move the fucking elf last night. My son's like, Mommy. He wakes up this morning and I wake up and he comes downstairs and is like, Mommy, let's go see where the elf is. And, oh, you know, right away I'm like, fuck. I forgot to move this fucking thing. Stupid elf, right? So I'm like, all right, let me run downstairs. No, he's like, don't go downstairs without me, screaming at me. So I was like, well, then he's going to have to see that the elf didn't move last night. So I had to make up a story that somebody touched him. And of course I blamed my husband because I'm not going to fucking blame myself that I touched the elf. No, he touched the elf. My husband. I'm like, Daddy must have touched him. And he froze. He'll be back tomorrow. Don't worry. I hate this fucking thing. Oh, I should have never bought this goddamn thing. For real. All right. Hopefully this stays on the weight. Anyway. There was never... Yeah, we didn't have no stupid elf on a shelf. Get the frick out of here. I hate this thing. It did not put Jay in danger. She's milking that for all it's worth. It didn't put her in danger. It's not cool to use her fucking name, that's for sure. But yeah, I don't know if she was in a danger situation. All right, I could sit here because I'm not doxing myself like normal. I made this last year. I don't know what it is. Only 2 weeks until Christmas. I know, I'm having panic attacks. Like, I have to get my shopping done. And I'm having my husband's family here, so that's, I get very, like, panicky when I have to host parties. Oh, you guys like my curtains? My curtain lights? We're very festive around here. Very. I'm not even done decorating. I probably won't be done until, like, Christmas Eve. I still have to do my village. This candle. It smells like Christmas. It just hit me. I no longer have to deal with in-laws. John, I love my in-laws though. I don't get to see them very often. And since I don't have my own parents like around anymore, it's kind of nice to have family around. But yeah, you know, nobody replaces your family. Like, you know, That is nice. Thank you, Catherine. Win. Yeah. You know, John, but then, like, what do you guys do for Christmas? Like, what are you guys going to do? I know this is your first year, so, like, do you have to separate Christmas? Thank you, Sarah. Like, do you guys have to separate Christmas? You know, who gets the kids Christmas morning and Christmas Eve? See, that would, like, break my heart. But thank you, Kim. I don't have much family. Glad I have YouTube. Purple diarrhea, are you being facetious? Thank you, Blaze. Thank you. I love having family around. Me too, Ems. I used to love my, you know, when my family was all together. It was nice. It was a very nice thing. But this is my first year. I'll go early in the morning to see them open gifts, and I'll leave to be alone as I go to her family. All right. At least you're going to be there for opening gifts, because, like, you know, you can't miss that shit. You can't. I believe you said, John, that you and your ex are, like, friendly. You guys are good friends, which is, like, so awesome, because think of all the people that get divorced and they don't have that, you know? That sucks. For your kids, too, especially. Oh, and then the outside. Hold on, I'll walk out into the street. Let me just turn my Wi-Fi off. Bad. The holidays are one of the worst things about a divorce. That's what I would think, yeah, when you have kids. Because, like, my son, I can't imagine not waking up with him and watching him open presents. But at the same time, I can't imagine my husband not being here. Like, I don't know. Thank God I have a good marriage. I'll be happy when it's over. My husband, I feel bad for him. He's the one who's got to put up with my shit. I don't have to put up with much. My friend died. She's 13. Could you please shout out her GoFundMe? Okay, sure. You could tell us where to look. Serbian Orthodox, their Christmas is the 7th of January. Go by the Ooh, interesting being there. Are you ready for 2020, Keith? Yeah, no, I am. I'm 100% ready for 2020. You know what? This year was better year, and, you know, next year's just going to be an even better year. Like, I'm always going to miss my mom and my family, but, you know, life does have to go on, and, you know, I try to just keep a positive outlook. Hold on, I'll bring you guys out. Is everything on? No, my husband has to fix one of the timers, but I do this all by myself, by the way. Just putting that out there. I do all the lights and all the work. My husband takes it down from the attic for me, but I put everything up, and I want to climb on the roof, but he tells me I shouldn't. But I might still do that. So I know I had a video, but it looks cool with the snow. This is like the ideal Christmas, you know, scene with the goddamn snow. And the lights, I don't know. Like when you buy all these little figure things, they come on the box and they're always in snow. And you're like, well, that's nice. They're not going to look like that. So, in fact, I'm going to have to come back out here and take a picture later with the snow because it looks cool. Anyway, I'll give you until 8 p.m. That's usually when you get grumpy. Who are you talking to? Me? I don't get grumpy. Sometimes. Everybody gets grumpy. I get grumpy when I'm fucking hangry, which I am right now. I have to leave in a little bit because I have to go. My son has swimming. My husband, they went to hockey. I sat this one out, and I have to go to swimming class. Your hard work has paid off. It looks great. Thank you. Click, click, boob. Click, click, boob. So, yeah. It takes me like a week to do all this. It's a lot of work. And I'm home all day. A little drama, a dab of mystery, and some true crime with a good chance of that justice will prevail. Life is good. Thank you, Gray Hughes. Great. Didn't you have am I like imagining things, or did you have a Christmas tree in your background last year? Like behind your desk? I don't know. For some reason, I remember seeing you sit at your desk with a. You did. All right. See, I pay attention. I remember things. Oni is disordered. Clearly, clearly, cousin Eddie. Haha. I have it this year too. Oh, all right. Great. I gotta like press the bell on your channel because I don't get updates all the time. And this happens to me with a lot of people. It's weird. Like YouTube's algorithm really changed because like nowadays I feel like only if you watch somebody regularly do they show up in your, your feed when you first log in. I don't know how it is on like if you log in on like a computer, but I'm always on my phone. So, because I know when you go on your computer, you get like several rows of videos. And when you're on your phone, you only have that one row of like suggested videos. So, hey, River Soloway, who's that? I never heard that person. Hey, CK Herb, long time no see. Michelle, hi. I haven't seen some of you guys around. Tabitha. Every time I see that name, I think of Bewitched. Bewitched. Nenny C. Nenny. Nenny, I hope you're doing okay. But yeah, I mean, hopefully, hopefully Oni just gets himself some help. Drama with Greeno. Why everybody messes, I gotta give Gray respect that he at least calls people out, because, there's some people that'll just they'll let people come in their chat and be rude, or they'll just let the mods take them out. Like, you have to stand up for yourself in an environment like this. You have to. Am I an OG in the community? I would say in this community, yeah, definitely. But, like, I know Gray Hughes is an OG of YouTube, like, because he's been around. His channel's been around for a long time. Comparing me to Greeno is embarrassing. I don't even know who that is. What's up, Dap K? I haven't seen you. How you doing? He's same chats today. Who's Greeno? That sounds like something you pour in your toilet. What is that? Greeno? Like Drano? I don't know. My husband has that quote. Sarah Smiles, how are you feeling? Dasher and Dancer, yeah, it's already dark. It gets dark at like 4:30. I want to know, I should ask Kim Lowry. She lives in Alaska. Is it dark season or light season? What is that noise? Oh, the neighbor taking the garbage out. Because I know you guys go through like half the year where it's dark and then half the year where it's light all day. Hey, Glows, be pretty. It is dark Eastern time right now. Okay, so I figured that. That has to be so weird. Oh, he takes credit for work that he didn't do. Well, there's a lot of people around here like that. A lot of those types of people on YouTube. One of Gray's recent videos, not that recent, but was the Kanika Jenkins video that he did, walking all through the hotel, and I'm sure you got shit for that, because that's a dude, like the crime people. I know that's why I would never get into true crime, because I know just from watching probably Gray's channel back in the day, what he went through when, like, he wasn't agreeing with Jodi Arias or saying she was innocent. All he was doing was just simply showing that the gunshot first theory makes more sense than the stabbing theory. And I actually agreed with his theory. And people are like, came for him so hard, as if he was like supporting her, like, and I was like, I don't understand people's thinking. Like, just because his theory's a little different, and like, just watch his video and the way he illustrated it, it made sense. I mean, he even goes as far as showing the trajectory of the bullet going through, the head. It's like, and it makes so much sense. There should be a drama called Conspiracy Crime. I hate conspiracy theories. Like, I'm sorry. Especially 9/11 conspiracies. If you're into that shit, bye. Get out of here, because I don't like it. I'm as a New Yorker and knowing people who lost family and friends, I just can't get down with that shit. Knowing police officers and people who volunteered down at the site, I get so angry, like so angry, because all of it could be explained. Like, I came on I don't even know whose channel they were, and I heard Brian talking about the Pentagon, and I'm like, dude, he's like, there's no proof that the plane crashed into the Pentagon. First of all, anybody who does video should understand this, that any kind of security video, and the reason that the plane going into the Pentagon is so choppy is because they have a high quality picture. But if you're going to have a high quality security camera picture, then you have to sacrifice your footage, which is frames per second. So they had to, maybe do 12 frames per second, where a normal movie is what, like 30 or 60? I don't even remember. Normal video footage is at least 30 to 60 frames per second, right? So high quality, you know how much space that takes up? That's why security footage is always shitty looking, because it's either you sacrifice quality or you sacrifice frame rate. So the movies, all the movie is, if you guys remember those flip books that you had when you were a kid and you flip the pages and it makes the image move, that's all a movie is. It's a bunch of pictures being taken. So 60 frames per second means that the camera is going to take 60 pictures per second, and that's how fast it's going, and that's how it makes the video. So it's like, listen, like, the conspiracies could be interesting, but they could all be disproven. It's like, it's so stupid. I hate 9/11. Dealer Plant, they make me, like, they literally boil my blood. I get so angry when people start talking about 9/11 conspiracies. My coworker, Ed Fred, had to duck down in fright coming out of the Bowling Green subway downtown. When the second plane hit, she saw it. It really happened. Exactly, Bellamia. There's no question. There's no way there's idiots out there that fucking say that the planes were CGI holograms. And I got, like, so into this when my mom was actually sick, because, like, I was sitting in the hospital and she was sleeping most of the time, so I'd watch videos on my phone, and all these 9/11 videos would come up. Because, like, I think the anniversary that year, I started watching videos, and because I think it was what? Oh, no, I don't know if it was any special number, anniversary, whatever. I would argue with these people. I was like, you guys are idiots. A CGI plane, and oh my God, some of the shit these people say that I'm like, have you ever been to New York City? Like, they're showing their proof. I forget exactly what it was, but one of their proof was like, look, it went in front of the building, and really it was behind the building. I don't know. It's so stupid, and I could disprove it all just from being a New Yorker and having stood right near the fucking World Trade Center in that Battery Park. Like, these people are idiots. They're fucking idiots. I think they do it just to get a rise out of people, but there's also people who sit there and, like, they're like, yeah, that makes sense. CGI planes, hologram planes. Right. Hologram planes and hologram explosions. Go fucking smoke some more crack, idiot. I lived on the UES. What's the UES? It was horrible. Good thing Oni didn't get in the fake 9/11 scammer. Oh my God, yeah. My dad died on a 9/11, not in it, but wow, Sarah. I know one person that died. She lived on Long Island. Deborah, are you from Long Island? A lot of people from my town volunteer firefighters, because on Long Island, for whatever reason, firemen are not paid. It's all volunteer. And so a lot of the guys that volunteer at our local, firehouses, they're also firefighters in the city. And then they come home and volunteer here. And my, local fire department where I grew up, has a huge 9/11 memorial, and they even have like a piece of the building. They have like a beam from the building. Hey, Dana. Oh, you're from Dix Hills. I know. It's kind of close to me. I lost a high school classmate in 9/11. See, Marie? Gray Hughes, yes, I have gone to Gilgo Beach. I commented on one of your videos, Gray. Didn't you do one video showing the maps? Because there was something about the spacing or something. Yeah, I actually, how's this for you, Gray? I even went down into Oak Beach where where Shannon Gilbert went missing. I tried to walk in because I wanted to get an idea of how the houses and everything were set up. So I drove in there one day. I was going to make a video. Yes, the spots, yeah, they're all marked off on the road. But I drove in there and I got out of my car, I walked in, and because I just kind of wanted to get a sense of like where she was going that day. And it's very weird the way it's set up. It's like you walk into like there's this kind of parking lot with a little dock. Not really a dock. I don't know what you would call it. You could fish off of it, but like you can't park boats there. Like a pier, maybe. Maybe that's a better word. And then if you go this way, there's a row of houses, but the road is so narrow. And so on one side, there's the houses, and the way that the houses are down there, they're all staggered next to one another. And then there's another road on the other side with all houses that are all lined up. Oh, John, for me, you were in, South Korea. You were in the military, if I remember correctly, right? And so, yeah, the sister killed the mom. She was schizophrenic. So the way that, the houses were set up, I mean, there's nowhere to go on Gilgo Beach. Like, once you cross those bridges and you get onto that area, Gilgo's between. So there's one set of bridges, and then there's Gilgo, there's a strip of land. That's where all the bodies were. And then there's another set of bridges where you could go to the actual, like, beach, and that's, but it's on across the other bridge. But there's nothing on that strip of land except houses and, like, parking lots for beaches. Like, there's nothing else there. There's no reason for people to be there. Which is why it was probably a good dump place for so long, because it's like there's no reason for anybody to be walking down the street. There's no stores, there's nothing there. So when that girl ran, I could only imagine what the hell was going through her head, because like there's nowhere to go. You would have to cross back over the bridge to even get to like a store or anything, and it's scary. Like, I've been down there at night. Me and my ex-boyfriend used to drive his motorcycle down there, and it's scary down there at night. There is no fucking lights. The only lights that are there are lights from people's cars, headlights. Especially before Memorial Day, because a lot of those houses down there are not occupied because they're summer homes. Some people live in them year round, but most of them are summer homes. So it's pretty cool. I was gonna do a video. Maybe I'll go down there again and film it for you, Grace, so you can see what the lay of the land looks like. I always come into your live stream and never understand what's going on. Sorry, Mrs. OMG. We're always talking about random stuff. Today we were talking about Christmas decorations. And I was just talking about the Long Island serial killer. My son was born, and we talked about 9/11 too. It's really, it's a scary scene down there, but you know how many times I probably drove by those dead bodies and didn't even know it? Because I used to go to the beach down there all the time. Like, that's the beach. That's where you go when you live on Long Island. If you're out east, of that area, that's the beach. There's one out east called Smith Point Beach, but I don't like that one. Robert Moses Beach is right behind Gilgo, so because there's like, I don't know, it's weird the way. If Gray has a video, I don't know if he could put the title in here. he did do a video, and you could kind of see the lay of the land and how it works. The best fishing. I never went fishing. I never went on. I grew up on a fucking island surrounded by water. And I had never been on a boat. I've been on like a ferry, but like a little boat, like a personal boat. Never until I was in my 20s, and my ex-boyfriend bought one. And then we like lived on its freaking boat. I mean, we were on that thing every day. But I don't really, I never went fishing. My parents are from the Bronx and Brooklyn. Like, they weren't like, hey, let's go fishing. Like, they didn't do that kind of shit. I mean, I'm sure they could have, but, they were poor. Like, they didn't have anything. They didn't have parents that would have a boat. Okay, now I know what you were referring to when you said the LI serial killer. Yeah, Bellamia, and that was never, it still, like, remains unsolved. These poor families have never gotten answers about their deceased loved ones. It's sick. Because that's why I said in one of my last lives that Suffolk County cops are corrupt, and I didn't mean all of them. I meant, like, there was, that administration that was in charge during the time when those bodies were found. There was a lot of corruption going on. And I feel like it affected that case from being solved. But supposedly the FBI are involved now, so, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Arrowhead digging is amazing there. Where's that, Dapk? I grew up on Long Island as well, but we were on the boat every day and fishing off the dock several times a week. Yeah, Sarah, that's like a huge thing. Like, everybody whose, parents grew up on Long Island, they all did shit like that. But my parents, like, they grew up in the city, and I guess, like, their parents didn't do that kind of shit. So I never got to experience all that. Never went fishing or anything like that. Great Neck, yes, I am, Dana. I know where Great Neck is. It's a little far from here, but... Purple Rain! Here she is. I showed everybody the mug. I hope you don't mind that I showed them what you got. For anybody that wasn't in here, I'll show you guys again, because it's so cool. Oh, not LI, honey, an island in PNW. Where's that? I was in Great Neck. Dana, what were you doing in Great Neck? Genius mug. I love the mug. Purple D, did you just change your name? Because I could have sworn it said diarrhea before. Oh, Sarah. Oh, okay. All right. I spent summers, hold on. I spent summers and holidays in Glen Cove. Yes. Thank you for your nice comments on that video from the other night. Me? I don't know if you're talking to me, right? I don't know if I... Oh, okay. You are probably, because I did leave a comment. You're welcome, Ray. I always have your back, Ray Hughes. You've been a YouTube inspiration. For you guys, so I showed it at the beginning. Is it one guy or dumping ground? Blaze, I have theories, like, because I honestly I don't know. It could be multiple, because if you think about it, there's not that much space here. Long Island's one of the most dense. So, there's not much place to hide a body because there's people everywhere. It's, again, densely populated. There's been a lot of bodies found out in the woods, which one of the bodies, parts of it, were found out in these woods. It's still buffering. I don't know. You guys are behind me, so I don't know if it's lagged on the chat. Anyway, that's a place where several bodies have been found. It's a town called Manorville. And then, that could have been a dumping ground for several, or it could be one guy who's been killing for fucking, years. They are looking into this guy called John Bitteroff, who I've told this story before, so I'm not going to go through it. It's been on a couple of my lives where, you know, he got caught. He killed these two hookers years and years and years ago, like in the early 90s, and got away with it. And then got caught because his brother got arrested for some type of, I don't know, violent offense. And he had to give DNA sample. And when he gave the DNA sample, crime scene on Long Island, like a house like that had to be to, you know, him. But I don't know, I kind of feel like that would have been solved already. So I gotta get my son's bathing suit because we gotta go to swimming. So you know, it's a very complicated case, and I heard there was a series coming to Netflix about it. So it's buffering again. Waiting, hold on. Baby Fergs, no buffering here. Swimming sounds better than the snow. Purple D, I go swimming every Friday with my son. It's actually fun. I like going. We go because he was terrified of the water. I mean, you guys, I don't know if all you guys seen, but like, if you look on my channel, there's videos of my son skating and hockey, and he's friggin' amazing. Like, this kid got on skates and just learned how to skate. Like, just took off. It was like this natural ability in him. But swimming, you would be like, what the hell? He looked like Bambi walking for the first time. He's terrified of the water. So, you know, we're trying to get him over his fear. And, oh wait, hold on. Gray Hughes, it looks like, and the two other along, let's see. Oh, Gray, are you talking about, what do you call it? The Long Island Seal? Could you email me a link? I don't know if you have my email, but, oh, on the Delphi case. I never followed that one. I have to do a little more, John Hinge could beat the Canadians. Yeah, right? Jodi Arias was a nutbag. Shh, stop it. Come on, you wimp. Come on, old man. What was I gonna say? Somebody asked me about my series. Yeah, I'm gonna finish it, of course. I just took a break. It's been a little crazy around here. Yeah, my son's hockey is just like, it's inexplicable. I just can't even like, I still don't understand it, how he got so good. A podcast on, Gray, what's the name? Could somebody grab that and maybe share it in the chat for people that don't follow? Gray, I have to say, and it's so funny because when I first started watching your videos, you never narrated anything, but like, you have a really good voice for a podcast. Like you have a good microphone. I don't know what kind. John's microphone sounds like so quality, like such good quality. John, and I think, do you have the shit, what's it called? The blue, I can't remember the name. No, John probably has something better because he's like in, you know, all that kind of shit. Thanks, the podcast is narrated. Oh, it's narrated by the woman. All right, you're not in it, but you would have a great voice for a podcast. I missed some of your comments up there. She had someone walk up to her complimenting her sons. Oh, yeah, that's right. That was actually the coach for the travel team. He came up to me while I was talking to Ems, and he was like telling me my son's like, you know, he's amazing, and telling me that like he could be the best if he joins this travel league, he'll be the best kid in the league. And I'm like, what? Like, I don't know, you know, it's my kid, so maybe I don't see it. She's just the voice for the podcast. Okay. Great. Oh, thank you, Tiffany Marie. Thank you. Tiffany, could you text me that? Because I would love to listen to that. I've been looking for podcasts to listen to. Travel sports are hard. Yeah, Purple D. I mean, you know, I'm not looking forward to it, but we were going to skip this, but I don't know. They're like really pushing us hard for him. You had the Yeti. You have the Yeti. That's what I have. See, but like when I hear my own voice on it, like I don't know, John sounds so good. Maybe you guys have it like tuned, or maybe, well, no, because when you're doing lives, you can't really fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like manipulate it too much. I know if you're, I know you could grade it or whatever, the sound. I don't know how to do that, but I know you can do that after if you're doing a video. But like, I don't know, maybe because you guys are men and your voices just sound like so much clearer on there. I haven't used my stupid microphone ever since I got swatted, so you know I'm supportive. The Rode. See, I have a Rode mic for my camera, and it has this weird humming noise. It's probably like one of their cheaper ones, so I don't even use it. You could vlog it. What? My son's thing. I'll email you a video. Are you talking to me? Turn it all the way. Yeah, John, that's what I do. The gain, you mean? Like turn it all the way down to like the very like. I have to get a stand. Like you guys, I know Gray probably has one. I know you have one, John. You have that arm that comes over. But, you know, I'm like afraid to sit in my goddamn office and do lives now. I'll get back one day. I want. Also, do you guys, when you guys do your like, John, do you use your camera that's like on your monitor? Because yours seems like really good quality. There's a built-in amp that makes your mic buzz. You got to turn that all the way down too. I gotcha. Well, mine only has two knobs. It only has the gain and then like the one that the directional, you know, where you can change how the sound is being fed into it or picked up. The worse the camera, the better for me. I hear that, Gray. I hear that. I listened to True Crime Garage. Oh, I used to listen to that one. If so, do you have a podcast with Stephanie? Oh, John, you do a podcast too? I didn't know this. I cheat to use my camera for footage, but I use sound from my blue mic on my computer. That's why I shoot on two cameras. Wait, I use my camera for footage, but I use the sound from my blue mic on my computer. Oh, I gotcha. I mean, I don't do the same kind of videos that you do, John. So, like, I don't know if I have the need for, like, the really good sound quality. But my camera has a pretty decent, you know, it picks up the sound enough just to hear me talking. Great, you can have my old VHS camcorder. I still have my camcorder that takes the little mini tapes. What were those called? I gotta get my ass out of here so I can get to my son's hockey game. You sound great to me on your family series. Thanks. Yeah, John, and that's filmed. You know what's so funny, John? I went out, I bought the Canon 80D, which I'll put to, I have been putting to good use lately. But I didn't use the damn thing. It sat in my friggin' room for like a year in the bag. And I did one video on it, and I didn't like the sound quality because I used the Rode mic, and it had this weird humming to it. So I was using my phone for a while, and I was like, I don't like using my phone because the quality isn't, like the video quality isn't that great. And then I went out and bought the Canon, what is it, the GX7? Where is it? I think that's what it's called. It's a small, you know, point and shoot camera, but it honestly takes. My husband's calling, so hold on. I'll see if I can find it. I gotta get out of here because my husband's calling because I have to go meet them at swimming. But where is my camera? All my lights and everything are in here. Ah! All right, I'm gonna have to end this. I have to leave to go get my bring my son. No, I don't use the 90D, the 80D for my series. So, all right, I have to get out of here because I have to go to swimming. But I will talk to you guys soon. Everybody stay safe. Calm down. Let's all calm down. Chi. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm not going swimming today, Tiffany. I'm just going to class. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you, Purple Rain, and happy birthday, B-Fergs.